Hey y'all, it's Shamanda. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things mental health, personal finance, and overall strategies to live your best life. All right, guys, thank you for being on this journey with me, and welcome back. I am a former teen mom, high school dropout turned PhD doctor, and also a single mom of 2 teenagers on this journey towards financial freedom, time freedom, and building generational wealth. So again, welcome back to this channel. So today is Thursday, and you guys know I'm sitting here, so you know something. It means that it's time for another budget video. And on a Thursday, I did tell you guys that I was switching to a credit union, and typically you receive your paychecks or deposits early. And my first paycheck, I did not, with my new employer, I didn't receive early, but this is my second paycheck and I received a day early. So usually you guys see me on Fridays, but I'm excited, you know, to get it a day early. It feels really good. All right, so I want to jump in and share with you guys updates as far as expenses and paying off debt and investing and all that good stuff. And right here in front of me, I just have my budget. So I'm going to share with you guys what I paid out of this paycheck and also my investment numbers. All right, so let's see. Let's start with my investments. So my current 401k balance, also just so you know, I did roll over my 401k to from the job that I just left. Like I was only there for like 6 months, but I was investing, but I rolled that over, so it's officially bundled with 401k1. So now I'll just say 401k, okay? So, but you'll know what that means. So my current 401k balance is $30,271.19. Honestly, I don't know, it feels good to see the 30,000, right? To see that number, it's like a new milestone. And again, it includes about $1,075 from the rollover, but still, like, that's still a milestone. So all right, so you guys know I've been contributing to my 457B because I cannot contribute to my 401k right now because I'm in the 90-day period. But once that's over, I'll be able to add to my 401k and get the company match. But I'm not stopping because you guys know I am focused on reaching this $50,000 or more investment goal by the end of this year so that I can hit 100k invested by the end of December, of next year. So my 457B, I contributed $492.29. And again, check out the video I just posted so you can see what that looks like. So before I contributed that, I had the current balance was $510.31. But with this new amount, did I not add that? Hold on. So 510.31 plus 492.29. So the current balance for my 457B is $1,002.06. So not too bad for just the first 2 paychecks of August in that one account. So I jumped right in and I already started investing, and just like I said, didn't take a pause. But $1,000 already, that's pretty good, honestly. All right, and then my Roth is sitting at $15,942.02. That's really good. Again, I've only maxed, I want to say only because it's still a big deal, but I've maxed out for the last 2 years, so 2024 and then this year 2025. I finished up around May, I think. So I feel pretty good. So 14,000 of that is just money I added. So the other $1,940.02 is all just growth. So that feels really good. It's almost $2,000 of just growth in that. So total invested as of today is $47,215.81. Y'all, my goal was to exceed $47,000 by the end of this month. I did not think or know that it would happen this early in the month because I still have a whole nother paycheck left, y'all. Like, August is a 3 paycheck month, so that feels so good. Like, I've already exceeded $47,000. And you guys know, again, I'm trying to get, my goal is to get to 50,000. So that means I only have $2,784.19 left to reach 50,000 total invested. Less than 3,000. Y'all know y'all my OGs, y'all know when I first started investing, when I first started sharing my journey with you guys. I think I had, I don't know, when did I start? I don't know where I was when I first started sharing it, but obviously I started at zero. You know what I'm saying? And I think I first started either August or September of 2022. So basically, technically less than 3 years, and I'm less than $3,000 away from hitting $50,000 invested. That is amazing, y'all. And I'm so proud of myself, because it's not easy to do this, because it's like, you know, again, you're kind of going against the grain. The world tells you just enjoy your money, YOLO, you only live once, just, you know, and especially putting $500 of my paycheck in stocks and investing. But I just know this is the right thing to do, and I'm going to keep going. But I feel good, and just knowing that I have a whole nother contribution at the end of this month, basically a week and a half from now, I'm going to be, depending on how the market is doing, I could be right at like 2,000 that's left, and that feels so amazing. So God is good. All right, y'all, so moving along, I did pay my mortgage today. It's the 15th. I made sure I pay it by the 15th. So, well, no, today's not the 15th. Today's the 14th. But I always make sure I pay it by the 15th. Normally I pay it earlier, just this is how the dates of the paycheck. I just make sure it don't go past the 15th, because I ain't trying to get no late fee, nothing like that. But anyway, I usually pay $2,300 just to round it up, because my actual mortgage payment is $2,264.87. I usually just add $35, but I didn't do that this time because, and you'll see in a minute why I didn't do that. I just paid the regular payment, but I did calculate what my equity is now. I wrote it on one of these. Here it is. So my current mortgage or home equity is sitting at $53,138.36. And how I get that number is just basically I subtract, find out what my what the value of the home is right now. Right now, that's, again, I don't want to say subjective, but you know, I could probably go on different websites and they'll tell me different things, right? But I just use what my mortgage lender, in my app, it tells us what the mortgage is, like the value. And I use the high number, because if I was selling my home, I won't go for the high number, period. You know what I'm saying? So I use the high number, and then I subtract my current mortgage balance. So that's how I do that. So not bad, especially since, and I don't want to talk about this yet, but the end of this month will be 2 years as a homeowner. So we'll talk about that a little bit more next paycheck video. But I'm so excited, and y'all, if you know my story, you know this is a huge deal for me to be just in this position to own my own home, and me and my kids. Like, I have a 17 and 18-year-old, and they're getting older. You know, they're growing up, becoming young adults. But this is something I always promised them. So for the last 2 years, having our own home, it just felt amazing, just very stable, very secure. And you know, I know that I'll probably again purchase another home at some point, but right now I've really been focused on just being grateful for what I already have. And you know, something I had been realizing is that I'm a person who, I set one goal, and then once I accomplish that goal, I'm off to the next thing. And I'm just trying to slow down and just appreciate the things that I have, and just enjoy that in the season of that space, or that resting in that goal or that accomplishment, instead of focusing on what's next. And I think that's just like a trauma response, but you know, you're working on that. You know what I'm saying? From the therapist herself, okay, whatever. Anyway, so but yeah, so I just, you know, we're enjoying this home, and you know, it is what it is. So I'm just grateful God is good. So let's see, the next thing I want to share is, you guys know I have one more car payment left. Oh my God, I can't even believe I'm saying that out loud. I have one more car payment left, y'all. So I decided, because I did have some money left over in this account, or from this paycheck, and I was gonna just let it sit. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna let it sit. I was like, my car payment is like accruing interest. You know what I'm saying? and I'm accruing interest on the balance, which is over $3,000. If you go check out my last car loan video, you'll see how much it was, or how much it, yeah, I guess how much it was, because it's more than that now technically. But and definitely check out the whole playlist, start from the beginning, because I will be updating you guys tomorrow with another video. But I decided, I was like, you know what, instead of letting that sit there, and let me know if you agree with this decision or not. It is, either way, I already made the payments or whatever. But I decided to just go ahead and make a payment, because I'm like, instead of just letting the money sit there and accrue interest, I can pay that down, and then I got another week and a half before my final payment. So that's what I decided to do. So I just made a payment, and I'll share the exact amount and the new balance with you guys in tomorrow's video. And then the reason why I break these videos up like that is because it takes, I guess, 24 hours for it to update in the system, so I don't have the actual balance until tomorrow. So tomorrow before I go to work, I'll let you guys know what the new balance is. So basically I paid like, it wasn't quite half, it wasn't half, but like, I'm gonna say part one of the final payment of my car. So, and that's why I didn't pay the $35 toward my thing, because I also had other bills, but I still wanted to put a decent chunk toward my car. Again, you know, you may or may not agree with that, I don't know. Anyway, soon we don't even gotta talk about this, so it's what it is. All right, so I paid my mortgage. I also paid my car insurance. It did go up, and it went up by about what, 75, 85, about $15. And I think they did something wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to fix this, because something ain't right, because there's no reason why insurance, but I think people have been saying insurance has been going up across the board. Everything's going up. So let me know if your insurance has increased. Let me know. I paid my gym membership, my internet, my home internet, which I need for work, obviously, when I'm filming content, and also when I work remotely, I need that. So, and then bought groceries and food, the car payment. I made a payment towards my credit card. I'm paying that down. I should be able to pay the smallest one off next month. And then after that, the second one, and then the other one, we'll talk about that. Anyway, and I got some gas. Well, I haven't got it yet, but I budgeted for some gas. Also, I don't know if I told you guys, my daughter started acting classes. Oh my gosh. So actually, she doesn't have her license yet. So I'm driving her to Charlotte once a week. You know, yeah. But it's something, I'm really excited to invest in her. This is something she's always wanted to do. And it's something that I'm excited to support, you know, and it just feels amazing, honestly, because I look at my kids, I'm thinking, like, y'all don't even understand, which they really do, though, but I'm like, y'all are literally the age that I was when I got pregnant with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And so this is such a pivotal moment in space for me and for them, because with every part of me, I want them to enjoy life. I want them to know what it feels like to be free, to be able to travel, to experiment with life and explore, and, you know, work, but without having to use your money on trying to make sure you got an apartment for you and your baby, because that was my life, right? Or you know, being able to, like, you know, work their little, you know, if they get like part-time jobs, which they're both looking for right now, you know, use that money to go out and hang out with your friends. But also, you already know, because y'all know me, invest, save up for your first car, for your first home. Like, you have the opportunity to do all of those things. I didn't do that, and I'm not gonna say I didn't have the opportunity to do it, because at the end of the day, I take accountability for my choice. I chose to have my kids. I could have chose something different, but I don't regret it, you know what I mean? But they get to do something different, and I know my decisions and how I live my life plays a big part in them making these decisions and going this path. And I'm so excited for them. Like, it makes me feel so good that they're just able to pursue life and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know when I was my daughter's age, my son's probably my son's age, because he's 18 and a half now. But after I had my son, I'm still trying to model. I'm still modeling and stuff, but it's hard, like, trying to model and all that stuff and do something that you, like, your dream, while also having a kid, like a small baby, and you're basically a kid yourself, and trying to navigate this world, like, but they don't have to do that. And that's why I just encourage them, like, stay focused on you, like, learn you, enjoy this season of your life, seriously. And so yeah, so anyway, that's pretty much it. That's what I did on Paycheck. Oh, I'm getting an oil change this weekend, and that's pretty much it. Cause yeah, you know. So there's that. But I feel good about this paycheck. I'm happy to know that I'm gonna be getting paid a day early, and I'm excited that I'm investing. And I'm getting closer to the $50,000 investment goal by the end of this year. And yeah, I'm happy to be back with my employer. Now, I will say North Carolina I just saw an article that North Carolina, starting in October, they're making Medicaid cuts. And I'm a therapist, so some of my patients probably will have Medicaid, you know, through the hospital system and stuff like that. So, you know, but I don't really feel worried about it. I did actually start, I know y'all gonna be like, what? I did actually, like renew, not I want to say renew, but I opened the referral portal. I'm so country, y'all. For my private virtual practice. Actually, I have two that I use, two platforms now. One I hadn't even fully set up, but this I did today. Just so that I can have some extra income coming in. Especially YouTube will still be new and still, you know, I will still get used to the whole thing of being monetized, which I'm still about 600 and something watch time hours away from monetization. So please, y'all, if you haven't already, pick a playlist and just watch. Like, I'm so close. My goal is I got 3 things this month. I want to celebrate being a homeowner for 2 years. I want to celebrate full monetization on YouTube, and I want to celebrate paying off my car loan in full. Those are 3 things that I'm like committed to this month. So please, I just need your support. Just watch the videos. Like, start from the beginning and watch this playlist. Watch 2024's playlist on personal finance, and then my car loan payoff. I'm tracking my 50K goal. Like, I have different playlists. So if you're into personal finance, just go and start from the beginning and watch those. Let them play out while you eating dinner or you driving to work, whatever. That will help me get to the goal. And I'm so excited again to have you guys on this journey. And hopefully you find value in the videos that I made, the content. I do try to do research and like, what do people need to know? What do I need to know? What did I need to know before? And some of the stuff you may already know, but I'm getting new people constantly. So hopefully, you know, this is valuable for you guys. So anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. If you like this video, like the video, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys next time.